करने के टाइम ही अब दोबारा करना चाहिए, आप थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा, ऑलरेडी वो फॉर्म क्लोज हो गया। ठीक है, सो मैं थोड़ा सभी का रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, कौन कौन प्रेजेंट करना है, whoever has to present today, please put your names in the chat box so that we will be able to take it from make you as a co-host. Can I request the admin to make co-host all the names which is coming up? Nitya from Puducherry, Vijay Kumar from HP, Karnataka, who is presenting? Only name is returned from Karnataka. Okay. Sadanandar sir for Puducherry, 2 names I'm getting. Who is presenting? 2 names are coming. Uttarakhand, who is presenting? 4 of us are presenting for 2 minutes, sir. It's too much for us. It's difficult for us to. So you need to close in 2 minutes, your time. Okay. Please write all the names together, ma'am. It's difficult for us to find out one by one. Write all the 4 members' name from Puducherry. Pinky Arya, please. Pinky Arya from UK. Make them as co-host. Pinky ma'am has already made us host. Sadanand from Karnataka, please make it as co-host. Himachal Pradesh. Vijay Kumar, make it from Himachal Pradesh, make it as co-host. Vijay Kumar sir is made as co-host. Puducherry, whether all the names are made as co-host. Nitya M from Puducherry also has to be made as co-host. Isai Amudu and Maheshwari, all 4. Since 4 of you have to make as co-host, let's start with the session 14 because it's taking time and we are also losing time. We can start with session 14 presentation of Uttarakhand by the time all the Puducherry team to be made as co-host. Nitya ma'am has.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, am I audible?
You are audible, ma'am, but we need little time to make everyone as co-host from Puducherry. Okay, it's all done. Okay, ma'am, please go ahead. Uttarakhand,
ma'am,
after
I'll
that.
check my teammates whether they are also audible.
They are already there, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay. Isayamada ma'am, are you okay? Fine?
Yes, okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
M. Nitya ma'am, are you fine?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Maheshwari ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Angel ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Ma'am, shall we start?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Anaivarukkum vanakkam. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Puducherry team, myself R. Nitya, K. Maheshwari, M. Isayamudu, and M. Nitya will present the recap of session 13, development of e-content on online course, which was presented yesterday by Dr. Muhammad Mahmoor Ali. I would like to highlight the distinct about the training. Apart from other trainings we had attended so far, is the target for submission for the assignments that keep us very active and attentive throughout the day. It is so interesting and explore about the topic which we chose and keeps us very active. We never get tired of working on it. So now I invite my colleague, Mrs. K. Maheshwari ma'am, to present on the what is e-content.
Nandri Nitya ma'am. Anivarukkum vanakkam. This is K. Maheshwari. Mr. Muhammad Mahmoor Ali sir started a session with what is e-content. He explained it is any of learning material which is available digitally. Learners use this to achieve learning objectives. Then, sir elaborated on the need of e-content in online course. E-content engage different parts of the learner's brain. It makes the complex concept easy. It ignites the curiosity of learners. Next, Sir discussed about different forms of e-content. There are 6 main different forms. They are e-text, interactive, image, e-book, web link, and infographics. E-text is one of the primary means. Images are a powerful tool for communication. Sir has explained elaborately interactive and infographics forms and their types with very good examples. One good infographic is worth 1,000 words. We have understood clearly what is e-content, need of e-content, and their different forms. Sir has provided crystal clear explanation. Nandri.
Thank you, Maheshwari ma'am. Now I call upon Mrs. M. Isayamudu ma'am to present about the e-content for teaching learning.
Nandri Nithya ma'am. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். This is Dissemination. Yesterday we learned some of the modalities to use e-content in teaching learning. As the extension of learning, we can use e-content resources as supplementary material. In order to comprehend the learning better, e-content resources can also be used as complementary material. The process of integration of e-content is also important for some specific topics. We can also infuse e-content in our teaching learning. E-content can also be categorized as direct teaching, supported teaching, and self-learning. Direct teaching means resources or e-content required for teaching in the classroom directly. Sometimes teacher give resources or references to go through or discuss in the group. Then this comes under resources for supported teaching. As per the student's interest, they may use it as an extension of learning. That kind of resources comes under self-learning. For example, while teaching the topic India's size and location, teacher locating the places in the map comes under direct teaching. OpenStreet and Marble software are used for the direct teaching. E-resources used for classifying the physical features in the surrounding comes under e-resources for supported teaching. If the student has interest to learn about the vast longitudinal and latitudinal extent of India using some e-resources, that comes under self-learning. Thank you.
Nandri Isayamudu. Now I invite M. Nithya to present about the process of e-content development.
Nandri Nithya ma'am. Anaivarukkum vanakkam. This is M. Nithya. Now I am going to make a presentation on which Sir was elucidated yesterday. The topic is process of e-content development. The process of e-content development depends upon the nature of the content and its target learners. The stages of e-content in development are pre-development stage, development stage, and post-development stage. In pre-development stage, we should consider about idea generation, research on needs of target groups, selection of content, and appropriate forms of e-content. While developing e-content in development stage, some of the parameters should be considered. And in post-development stage, editing of content by adding visuals and sound music and sound effects. After editing, e-content should review from experts and target groups. After feedback, if required modification, e-content will be modified. He explained the quality parameters of e-content, which is very necessary for developing e-content. Under this, the following should be considered: target audience, content, pedagogical consideration, presentation, technical features, administration consideration. I would like to thank everyone for this wonderful opportunity on behalf of Puducherry team. Anaivarukkum nandri.
Thank you so much for Puducherry team. Yeah. Thanks for doing a group presentation within your time. Thank you so much, team. Let's go ahead with the Uttarakhand team. Vijay sir, can you unmute yourself because you're a co-host? You can also share the presentation.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, Pinky ma'am.
I am sharing the presentation.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Vijay Kumar sir is from Himachal Pradesh. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, Pinky ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay, wait for a minute. Sorry, ma'am, I'm unable to present.
Are you finding some problem, Pinky ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was searching the PowerPoint presentation.
So can we go ahead with, by the time you set it up, let's move on to the next session so that by the time you can take it off. Karnataka team,
Yes, madam, ready.
please go ahead.
Slide is visible, madam.
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
I am Sadanand Abgar here from Karnataka to present the fourth day, third session report by Karnataka team. Session name, Development of Assessment in Online Courses. Resource person, Dr. Ajita Deshmukh. She is introduced by Kirti madam. She highlighted the assessment in online courses, types of assessment in online courses, digital tools to develop an assessment in online courses, course analytic and its use, feedback and follow-up in online courses. She started with the minty.com, that is word cloud, by asking the question that what is assessment. For that, she got multiple responses that we can see the word cloud here. And then assessment in the learner's views, that is, it helps to self-evaluate the learners, understanding own capabilities, motivate to do better. And from the view of teachers, it helps to determine the extent of learners learning, check effectiveness of instructional strategies used. Then need of assessment in online course. She explained about that. And then benefits and limitations. This is most important. In the benefits, it is flexibility. Means many students can gather together and they can learn. Repeated practice, enhance the accuracy in grading, storing and reusing, shuffling, randomizing of assessment questions. But in limitations, there is a possibility of malpracticing and dependency on internet. To avoid that, she told that we have to create the question in such a way that the student should not able to malpractice. And then she concentrated on assessment in an online courses, that is inbuilt tools, objective, subjective, and peers that we can see in Swayam, and embedded plugins, that is we can see the HYF in Moodle's platform, and then external tools, no plugins, access through the external links like minty.com, and then Pedlite, like that we can use the external tools. And the type of questions in online courses: automated, randomized, objective type questions, subjective type questions, like that. In that, she asked whether which platform is useful, MOOC or Spoke. At that time, our teachers were given plenty of answers that she felt very happy by seeing the replies from the teachers. And then type of assessments, the purpose and timing based, that is diagnostic. At the beginning of the course, diagnostically, to check the pre-knowledge of the student, that diagnostic assessment will be conducted, then the summative at the end of modules, and the formative assessment throughout the session, and then timing, continuous, terminal, and retrospective. Like that, she explained and continued. And tools for the qualitative assessment like blog, Padlet, Easily, Photo, Journalism, Free Mind, like that, she explained. And then e-portfolio, which helps to record, store, and archive, and reflection for the individual learner, and demonstrate professional growth and evidence-based. And then she concentrated on course analytic, that is for user analysis, content analysis, submission analysis, and grade analysis. And at last, she told that assessment is today's means of modifying tomorrow's instruction. And then started the discussion. In that, many teachers clarified their doubts, and then completed the session. Thank you. This is Karnataka team. Once again, we thank you on the behalf of Karnataka team, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. And can we have our Uttarakhand team? Pinky ma'am.
Find that I'm unable to share the.
No issue, ma'am. You can present. After that, you can share the presentation with us. Don't worry.
Okay, from the documents they have to share. I don't know, they have.
It's okay. You can simply present also. No issue.
1 second, ma'am. 1 second, really.
If you still need time, please go ahead. We'll go with Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh, Vijay Kumar sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Am I audible, ma'am?
Sir, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, ma'am. This is Vijay Kumar, lecturer in mathematics from Himachal team, who is going to represent the day 4 session 16th report. First of all, I would like to thank Angel ma'am and entire team of CIT for giving us this opportunity. This is a session 16, day 4, and this is about the practical session. This session was taken by Angel ma'am, and we were asked to prepare assignment on the topic. We have to select a topic from the course proposal. Then we were asked to list possible formative assessment type of the selected topic. Then we were asked to choose one appropriate formative assessment type, and this can be, as Angel ma'am said, we can also take more than one formative assessment type. Then we have to prepare a manuscript for the assessment activity for 25 marks. Then we had to develop the assessment activity using an appropriate digital tool like Quizzes, Google Form, etc. Then we were asked to generate 2 links, one for manuscript and second for assessment link. So this was the activity we had to prepare in the 4th session of the day 4. And this is a team Himachal Pradesh. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm unable to share. Okay,
It's okay,
so
ma'am. Don't worry. You
okay,
can
a very
simply
good morning.
speak out.
Okay, a very warm welcome to all the members of the SRG team. I am from Team Uttarakhand presenting the recap of the session 14. So it was a practical session. It was totally taken by Angel ma'am. The timing was from 11:30 to 1 p.m. And here we were told how to register ourselves and log in into the LMS platform. So we were working on the Nishtha platform. So Angel ma'am has given all the instructions how to get registered on the platform. So first we have, as we have given our email IDs, so the NCRT team has already registered us, so just we have to log in. But there was some technical issues with many members of the team because they have given a different, the IDs didn't matched. So that's why, so those who have got the registered ID, we have to just log in. And after logging into the, first we have to click the course link and log in. And after logging into the portal, we have to change the password. Then some requirements were also given about the password, that it should be of not more than 10 letters with an uppercase letter, special uppercase letter, a special character, a numeral, so it should not exceed the 10 letters. After entering, logging and changing the password, now a new password is set up, which we have to remember for further logging into the Nishtha portal. Then into the Nishtha portal, there are many programs. So when we get on the dashboard, we have to search the SRG Development Training Program and click that option. And after clicking that, we entered into a discussion group. There were only many columns on that platform also. So first we have to click on the discussion group. As per the assignment, we have to give our introduction. First of all, a text box appeared on the screen. We have to give our introduction in a precise and a very decent manner. Then we have to reply to the other members also, at least 3 members. So this was the assignment of the day 14. After doing this, if you want to, we want to edit our profile, then on the main page, on the top right corner, there is the edit profile option. From there, we can edit our name, our designation. We have give our descriptions also, and we can upload our photo also. So after doing all this, we had edited our profile, we have given replies, and this was assignment of the day 14. And just after doing this, we have to log out of the portal. So the most important thing is we have to remember the password, the email ID, and the password to log in the Mr. Portals. It was told by Angel ma'am, our further assignments will be uploaded on this portal. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me so much time to listen to my recap. And sorry, the presentation didn't work. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And thanks to all the 4 teams, Puducherry, Uttarakhand, Karnataka, Himachal Pradesh, for this wonderful presentation. And it really helps us to recap ourselves of the previous day session. हम क्या-क्या किया था, थोड़ा morning शुरू करने के पहले थोड़ा revise हो गया. So nice. Thank you so much to all the 14. So today we have 17th and 18th session. There are 2 sessions, one technical and one practical. So today I'm not going to spin the wheel. From the left out teams, whoever would like to volunteer, the first people who volunteer, we can take it off. So let's wait for the team who will be volunteering for first and second session. Just you can put your virtual hand. Left out teams, whoever has not been given a chance from that team, if you can just raise, it would be easy. If no, yeah. Maharashtra has not been given a chance. Okay. So let's give chance to them for 17th session. Punjab for 18th session. Okay. And Haryana also has raised. So we'll give Haryana, because I could see 3 hands raised. Haryana, we wanted to give you kind of a consolidated presentation at the end in the 3rd session. We are going to have 3 sessions today. So it will be 17th session will be for Maharashtra, 18th session will be for Punjab. 19th session will be for Haryana. Okay. So this is what today 20th session will be our valedictory. So thanks for volunteering yourself. Let's go ahead for okay. Our last technical session is going to be on evaluation and dissemination of online course. Okay. We are going to have evaluation and dissemination of online course as the last technical session for this day. Okay, so before we go ahead, Preeti, can I request you to put the attendance sheet in that group? So by the time you are filling the attendance sheet, I would like to give few instructions and information regarding the complete program. And I just wanted to wind up today all the technical session with this particular session. So even if you have missed some session, because before we go ahead with this session, there is few things we need to take it up for our recall. Attendance sheet has been put up. So kindly fill your attendance sheet. And one request to all of you is kindly listen to the instructions. आप actually first join नहीं कर रहे, join करने के बाद mute करके आप दूसरा काम कर रहे. So what's happening is you're not following the instruction. So even if you are missing, like I understand that you are in a school, some child may have come, 2 minutes you have missed. The live session is there. Kindly watch it once. When did you miss it? Kindly watch it once. Okay. So this will help us to reduce the time in answering to the repeated questions. Whatever is explained. आपका थोड़ा understand नहीं होगा, then ठीक है. But what I see is most of the questions are coming because they have not listened itself to the instruction. हम थोड़ा avoid करना है because हम last day है. आज हम पूरा issues resolve करना है because there are major issue with few people's login. हम कल बोला था, मैं दोबारा repeat कर रहे. Number one, most of the people have logged in. ठीक है? So we got only 81 entries who have said that they are not able to log in. When we check that 81 entries, 1 to 1 we are checking. 1 to 1 we are typing. You can think at least 2 minutes for one person if we spend. We have spent more than 160 minutes to check. But what we found is more than 25 people's ID is working fine. कुछ भी नहीं listen किया, why you are filling also you don't know. So please don't do that because it's a waste of time for us and it's a waste of time for you. You're going to be a state resource group. We want you to really go through this when you are going to do the training. We are going to make you to register like this. Then you will understand the challenges which we are facing. So we want your cooperation, right? So the very first thing, con login nahi kiya. Some people are still writing, I never tried. So main kya kar sakte? If you are never trying, we can't do anything. We will simply mark it as you have not attended the training. Okay. So second thing, if you have tried, okay, you are, please listen, sir, don't put questions. Listen, I'm repeating everything. I have seen all the queries, so I'm repeating all the things. So kindly listen, everyone. Please listen carefully. Number one, you should try yourself only. We cannot try for you, right? So, आप first try कर दीजिए. कौन already join किया? You are able to log in. You are able to go forward. No problem, right? When you are going in, if you don't know where to submit, that part we will take care. We will explain once if you have any queries. The second case is those who are not able to log in at all. You are getting invalid login. ठीक है? कौन का invalid login आ रहा है? I request everyone to stop putting any other message in the chat box for few minutes. Okay? Those who are not able to log in, you are getting as invalid login message. आप actually आपका नाम and mail ID chat box से डाल दीजिए. एक time डाल दीजिए. Already if you have put, don't put again. From morning, many people have put your mail IDs. If already you have put, don't put again. Okay? So those who have not got it, put only once. We will take complete chat, check one by one. Morning, I have already checked nearly 10 my mail IDs. I have told you what is the issue. But till we tell you information, don't try. आपका mail ID हमारा पास आ गया अभी, हम भी check कर रहे. Until and otherwise we tell, sir, your problem is solved, check karo. Madam, your problem is solved, check karo. Don't check. What we are seeing is after you submit immediately, you are expecting that it is solved. By putting chat box mail ID, it will not get solved. Actually, the problems we are finding is your state has given a separate mail ID and phone number. You have given a mail ID which is different from that and the same phone number. Sometimes you have given the same mail ID with different phone number. All this we need to cross check 1 to 1 with 3, 4 multiple sheets. So you are itself giving different numbers, different mail IDs. वो ज़्यादा दिक्कत है. So we need time to check. And more than 80 people are already writing. Some of them already resolved. When we write that this person, we will send you an individual message. Or we will call you an individual and say that your problem is solved. ठीक है? हम individually आपका call करके और message करके बता देंगे आपका problem solved है. वो बोलने के बाद आप try कर दीजिए. ठीक है? So आज 6 to 8 o'clock तक हम time चाहिए पूरा resolve करने के लिए. Assignment का 8 o'clock time fix किया. मैं सभी time change करते हैं. So don't be worried. We want to help people who have attended that every day and you have done so many assignments. We will never leave you down. So हम date change करके आपका option दे देंगे. So don't worry about the time which is fixed. हमारा मालूम है ये हमारा problem है. So हम पूरा change कर देंगे. ठीक है? And so please ensure that आपका invalid message आतेंगे. अभी no need to put thank you message, sir, because again the message box gets filled for me. We wanted only the mail ID so that we don't miss. Please help us, okay? Put only your mail ID with your name. This is case 1. Who are not able to log in, who is getting invalid case. Put your mail ID. Write your name and mail ID. This much is enough, okay? Those who are able to log in, but you are not able to see the course. Okay, I'm repeating. Those who are able to log in, but you are not able to see the course in dashboard. The moment many of you have not listened to the instruction, you are just logging in and seeing in the first page itself. That is incorrect. आप log in करने के बाद at the top right corner आपका नाम आतेंगे, उधर से click करके dashboard click करना है. आपका मालूम नहीं है थोड़ा वीडियो चेक कर लीजिए. ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड लाइव वीडियो है. चेक करके स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाना चाहिए. इवन आफ्टर गोइंग टू द डैशबोर्ड आपका कोर्स नहीं देख रहे, देन यू पुट इन द चैट बॉक्स योर नेम, मेल आईडी, कोर्स नॉट विजिबल. मैं दोबारा बता रहे आप कैसा लिखना है. इफ यू आर एबल टू लॉग इन, नॉट एबल टू सी द कोर्स, then write your name, mail ID, and then write it as course not visible. ये पूरा message एक ही message आना है. You are typing name in one message, mail ID in one message, not visible in another message. It is not possible for us to do it. So write as one message. This is second. I am not sharing the screen. I'm only telling, please listen. ये second case. First case, who are not able to log in and getting invalid, write your name and mail ID in the chat box. Second case, कौन log in कर सकते but not able to see the course. Just Naveen sir has written correctly. Write your name, mail ID, and write as not able to see the course. This is the second case. Now, third case. You logged in, you reset the password, you are able to see the course, you logged out, but दोबारा login करने के लिए time से not login हो रहे. Why? Because you forgot your password. Okay? Or you think your password is correct, but somewhere you must have forgotten the password. No other choice. If you have such cases, write your name, write your mail ID, write forgot password. I'm repeating again. आप login किया, आप introduce किया, पूरा कर दिया, but दोबारा login करने के लिए train करने के time password नहीं work हो रहा. आपका forgot password reset करने के लिए option नहीं है. We don't allow you to reset yourself. In this particular portal, it is restricted. So you can't reset your password. That is why we said you need to keep your password safe with you, right? So forget, you have forgotten the password, name, mail ID, and then you have to put your message that forgot password. If you are not giving details like this, we will not attend to your query. थोड़ा किधर भी में stopper रखना पड़ेगा so that you put the details correctly. So if you are not giving details properly like this, हम आपका problem resolve नहीं कर सकते. थोड़ा आप cooperate करना है, please ऐसा details डाल दीजिए, ठीक है? These are the three major cases we have seen as a problem. एक और major question है, I went to edit profile, but I am not able to see the photo upload page. That is something which somebody says, right? Actually, photo upload is allowed. कुछ person actually open करने के बाद एक box आ रहा है. You have to see, there will be a word called user picture, right? I'm just sharing my screen to show that. So you can see my screen. In this, when you go to edit profile, many of you are not getting this box. That is what is the complaint. Actually, when you are opening, this is not open. You can see user picture. This is closed like this. So you are only seeing like this. There is a box. I don't have a picture to upload. So that is of your complaint. So please check. After these are the major boxes. When you click general, then all these details will come. You have to type it. When you click user picture, then only you will get this. Okay. Next complaint is I tried uploading by clicking this, right? But this box is not coming. A box nahi aa raha. So please check on your left side. Basically, since I am a teacher, मेरा सीधा आ रहा है. But आप इधर से check करना है. अभी tech admin select होना. Most of you are getting like this, right? Because your URL downloader is selected. Tech admin check करके, then you please fill it off. This will resolve your major problem, right? This is one major query which has come up. Now, the last one is, too many people were asking, session 7 किधर submit करना है? And presentation दे दीजिए madam, ये दे दीजिए madam, पूरा दे दीजिए madam, keep on coming. थोड़ा आप अंदर जाके check कर दीजिए. आपका information brochure इधर available है. आप share करना है, आप introduce. आप इधर देख सकते, कल मैं बता दिया था सभी ये एक की मैसेज के लिए इतना पर्सन है ना, कौन कौन इधर आंसर किया. Whoever's name is separately seen like this. आपका असाइनमेंट गलत है. मैं रिपीट कर रहे, whoever's name is seen like this separately in this main sheet, other than technical admin, this is our post. Everyone is expected to reply to this particular post. आप कौन कौन ऐसा क्रिएट किया, इधर से सभी आपका गलत किया. सो आपका असाइनमेंट का मार्क नहीं मिलता है. सो अभी आप क्या करना, आप दोबारा लॉग इन करके आपका पोस्ट आप भी डिलीट करना चाहिए. ठीक है, ये आप ही डिलीट करना है, आप इधर आके इंट्रोड्यूस करना है. If you are not deleting and introducing yourself here, you will not get mark for assignment. मैं दोबारा repeat कर रहे. Those names you are seeing here, Siddharth Soma, Urvi, Uma Maheshwari, Kailash, Ashutosh, all these people whose name is seen here in this page have done a wrong assignment. आप सभी आपका discussion forum. This is called as a discussion topic. Can you see you have added a discussion topic? That was not the assignment. Actually, already a discussion topic has been given. आप एक ये open करके first post हम technical admin डाल दिया, उधर से reply करना है, वो गलत है. So your assignment will not be valid to go ahead. So we want you to go and correct it. अभी आपका नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं, हम कैसा हमारा गलत वाली डिलीट करना चाहिए. आप सभी ऐसा कर दिया था. ऐसा पोस्ट किया, राइट? So if I see here, now my name will be appearing here. Right? My post is coming at the top. So how do I delete this? Go to the post, click here. You can see here your post, click on delete. Continue. Your post will get deleted. Right? ऐसा ही आप delete करना पड़ेगा. So this is compulsory to be done. So coming back to the course. इधर से आप introduce करना है. So we are just also trying to little bit upload by as and when we have done it, but there are still backlog from our side. It will be all completed before lunch today. So you can see here, ये आपका first session है. आपका first session का live video available है. Presentation PPT form से भी available है, PDF form से भी available है. हम क्यों दो दे रहे? Next time, anywhere you wanted to use this presentation, for you to use it, you can make use of this. Okay? Aaj do not download, because in this we have not returned the license. We will be, because right now when you open this presentation, you will be able to download, but you will see there is no mention of license. This was in a hurry we have uploaded, but we will be now mentioning the license and re-uploading all the presentations. So in the presentation, we will write here, this is under CC by NC by SC. So that आप सभी ये presentation download करके आप किधर भी training ले रहे हैं, आप use कर सकते. ठीक है? So that is what we will be using this for. The second thing is read. ये upcoming लिखा था because अभी हम upload नहीं कर रहे. आपका complete assessment ये workshop होने के बाद. Next coming Monday हम इधर से आपका reading material upload करते हैं. ठीक है? So reading material आपका learning purpose के लिए you can on this particular content you can read something. अभी तक हमारा content English से ही है. अभी तक हम हिंदी से translate नहीं किया. So हम अभी English ही upload कर रहे. So once we translate in Hindi, हम हिंदी भी upload करते हैं. If anybody would like to help us in translating that reading material into Hindi as an activity, you can help us. You can tell us that we would like to help us to translate one module per person or 3 people together, one module. We would be really happy. Who is good at Hindi translation? Kuch Hindi ka state, like for example, if Haryana says हम एक module लेके हमारा 10 person है, हम translate करके देतेंगे. It would be of more help, which we can also upload. But अभी हमारा पास हिंदी आदमी नहीं है, so हम थोड़ा आगे translate करने के लिए सोचा था. अभी English content हम डाल देंगे. This is your ask your queries. अभी 5 दिन का बाद भी आपका questions आ सकते हैं. In this 5 days, आपका question resolve नहीं हो गया. Conceptually, No, not technically, conceptually. ये session का ऊपर. In this session, whatever resource person explained, आपका कुछ doubt है और कुछ question clarity नहीं है, वो कुछ word mention किया, like for example in one session वो mention किया metadata. Even after reading the presentation material, आपका समझ नहीं हो गया, then you can ask your question here. How will you ask? Click on this. Then there is actually, we have already put a discussion topic, session 2 query. Click here and reply here. Put your question. The same way you introduce, you will put your question here. Okay. So within a week, your resource person will reply to your query in this chat box itself. Okay. If you are putting a question, better subscribe to that so that you will get a notification that you have query is resolved. Your query is answered. So like this, for every module, we will be putting the session. Session 3 also we have uploaded. Now, going for assignment. Right now, all the assignments are not created, but we will be creating today before lunch. So, abhi don't download anything from the portal. Okay, ये अभी immediate करने के लिए, but आज evening पूरा tick होता है. Then you can download the resources from here. Assignments, sabhi assignments, we will actually create like this. Right. So for every assignment, you will see a assignment like this. Can you see one hand like this, which is having a document called assignment? आप आगे इधर से देख सकते. This is also e-portfolio, but there is the different symbol. This is wrongly done by our team. We are correcting it. Don't use this now. Okay, portfolio 1. This is not to be used. We will correct it in few minutes because I'm already in live. So they have made the correction. It is not coming up now. So this is something which will not be used. Okay, so I'm just better deleting it so that you don't get confused. So this is how all your assignments will be redone here. So you have some 7 assignments, you have, 5 assignments you have submitted already in the Google. But many people told, मुझे अभी देखने के बाद मालूम हो गया मेरा गलत किया था, थोड़ा modify करना है. So अभी आपका time दे रहे modify करके दोबारा submit करने के लिए. So for every place we will have like this assignment. How will you submit? So आप ये open करना पड़ेगा. So ये question आपका इधर ही मिलता है. ठीक है? We will put all the questions here. You read your question. Here 296 people are now registered in the course. 5 people are not still working and they have not submitted, but 33 people have already submitted. Okay. So how do you submit? Right now I'm in a teacher role, so I'm not able to submit. Nisha, can you please share one student role? Or any one of you who are able to, I think one madam has shared with me student role. Let me show the student role also. So this is how your data comes to a teacher. You are all now students. So all the students number, how many people are my students? How many people are uploaded but not submitted? They are keeping in draft. How many people are still submitted? How many assignments I need to sign? All these details come to me, right? I can go through, see, I can see view all submissions. I'm clicking here. When I see this, I can see everyone, right? Ganesh sir has not submitted. So I can see those who have submitted, na? We can also see. Sorry, let's click here. Okay. So either if you have submitted, I'll get to see the submission of your link. So as like submitted for grade. Can you see Raju Barwa sir has already submitted. So now a teacher can see the link. The link has been submitted here for folder link. So I can copy this. As a teacher, I go here and check it. So I can see he has given the submission. When I click, I'll see the assignment, read through it. Then I go back to the assignment submission. And now I will give the person a grade. Okay. I can give grade to this person when I want to evaluate. So I can go and comment. There is no comment, so I can write. Very good. This is how we can give the comment. So you can see that now the teacher has given comment. Yesterday, Ajita has explained this. This is how you work. Abhi pehle sabhi ka malum hai. So this is how you will be submitting every assignment. So let me take one student ID and then show you how your box as a student it will appear. Okay. I think Preeti has closed already the assignment. Can I get Harni ma'am, are you able to log in with your ID and password? If you are able to, can you please share your ID and password personally to me in direct message? So with your permission, I'll use to show. You're not able to log in still? Okay. Anyone, if you can share your ID and password with your permission, I can use to show a status. Shailaja ma'am, yes, please. Okay, Nandkumar sir has shared, I'm using that. Nanda, I'm using Nandakumar sir's ID. Okay. So I'm just using sir's ID here. I'm just going to his ID dashboard, SRG training. Then I scroll up. This is how the course will look for you. Okay. So why this is looking like this? So you can see here, share about yourself. Sir has got one tick mark. Can you see here? When you will get tick mark is if you have completed your activity, you will get a tick mark. That means you have completed the work. Okay. So if this is like only an image, so I'm just, you will not get here. So assignment also, when you submit, you will get a tick mark. He has gone through all this material. So you can see that whenever you click this and open it, it gets a tick mark. So I'm just going here down to the assignment 17. So when I click this, you can see now you will get a page like this, right? Your question will come. This is attempt 1, 2 attempts allowed. Somebody was asking, "Ye kya hai?" So hum aapka 2 attempt allowed kiya tha. First time you submitted, then you think my submission is wrong. By mistake I did it. You can edit it again. Okay, you can edit it again. So that is why we have given you 2 attempts. Okay, we have given you 2 attempts for that. So what is your submission status? He has already submitted. So it is coming as submission for grading, right? If you're not submitted, this statement will not come. Whatever it's your status will come here. After the teacher grades you and gives comment, you will get like, now it's written as not graded. Then it will come, give you an update. Yes, yours is graded. Okay. And it will say, when is your last time? I don't need to tell you again and again in Telegram. Aapka pura information idhar hi milta hai. When is that you have to submit? How many minutes left out? So this is for you to keep a watch over your time. It will say, when did you last modify? So आप मेरा पास टीचर का पास नहीं बोलता, मैडम मैं कर दिया था, but मैं देख के नहीं देख रहे. Because in Google form, people keep telling, ma'am, I submitted, but something went wrong. ऐसा कुछ नहीं बोल सकते. Because आपका every single, up to the minutes, it gets recorded. So आप कुछ भी गलत भी नहीं कर सकते. टीचर का सभी information automatically मिलता है. So अभी आप देख सकते हैं, सर कैसा submit किया. Right? आप अभी देख सकते हैं. I'm clicking here the assignment. He has just put a PDF. This is the quiz, right? But this is a wrong assignment. Sorry, sir, for just taking you and criticizing it. But why it is wrong is, sir has made a PDF of the complete activity. He has completed his activity, but the what has to be submitted is wrong. What is to be submitted here? You have to develop this assessment link, because this was earlier given, but yesterday it was clearly told you have to submit 2 links. So that is wrong. So now you have one more attempt. We are going to add it as 3 attempts. Today we will change it to 3 attempts. We will give you 3 attempts for submission. So whoever did a mistake, you can correct it. Google submit किया था, but अभी हम correction करने के लिए option नहीं दिए. But इधर आप correct कर सकते, right? So that is how you are going to submit this. If any comments comes, you can also submit a comment. So for example, you wanted to write some comment after your submission. So you can write here, right? You wanted to tell something to the teacher about your submission, you can write here and then only submit. Since now sir has submitted, okay, it's not coming for submission again. Otherwise, you will get like, who has not submitted, can I take one link so that I can show that also? Anyone who has not submitted, if you can give your link for me to use it. Yeah, anyone, please send me a, Vinay sir, have you? No, Vinay sir. Rekha ma'am, you can give. Kalyani ma'am, have you submitted already? Okay. I've got Pushpa Kumar sir's mail ID. I'm using that. Okay. There is an issue. Rachna ma'am's I'm using. Rachna ma'am, yours is coming as invalid. Please share which you were able to work. You have changed the password, then it should work. I'll try using any one of it. Whichever works, let me take that. No need to share that. I've got enough, so you can stop sharing the IDs. Actually, we should have used a dummy student ID, which I have just forgotten to take it. Somebody who is sharing your mail ID, who is already able to log in, should give your password also. Okay. I'm getting only ID and password of everyone who's invalid. Answers. I'll try with one last ID. If things doesn't work, then I'll use in the next session, I'll just take it up and then show with our own dummy ID. Because we don't want to waste the time also. Right. I am able to log in with the madam's, Rekha madam's ID. Okay. So you can see now, again, I'm just trying to go to this page. When I click on assignment. So you can see now, madam has not submitted the assignment. So it is not giving the submission status as not attempted. So you will get this page. How will you submit? Just go to add submission. Then you will get a box. So what are you expected to submit? Manuscript link. Paste your link here. Then your assessment link. Paste the link here. After you type, you have to type save changes. You can see some of your names came as draft. Why? Because you saved the change, but you didn't submit. You need to click submit assignment. Then only it gets submitted. So you need to write here, the assignment is my own work. So what you are telling, you are going to give yes and then continue. Okay. Then your assignment gets submitted. So when there was an edit. Before you submit, you can try to edit again. There was an edit button that you could have used for editing the second time and then submit. Okay. So this is how you will be submitting. Thank you, Rekha ma'am. I'm logging out. So surely we will not misuse your password, so you can be sure about it. Okay. So ऐसा आप assignment submit करना है. This is now step-by-step video is also available as live. So whenever you wanted to go for using this, you can check this video once again before you go into it. Okay. So this is a major information which we wanted to give you. But even while you're going to do, if you are facing problem, if you are having kuch queries aatenge, then you can actually start. Now, I'm not going to allow anybody to speak because we have to move ahead with the next session. Already we have closed 30 minutes. So we are going to go. Now, please keep everything in your mind. Okay. Whatever query you have, keep that question for the afternoon session. There will be one session I'll be taking up only for question answer session. I'll be taking some time. So there you can keep doing this. So we'll give all instruction whether you need to submit all assignments for all the things which you have done. Wait for instructions. Abhi kitna instruction kiya? So please follow it. Use it when you are doing, right? So I'll stop here the instructions. Let's move on to the real session of today. Today's session, let me share my screen. शुरू करने के पहले मैं सभी का बताना है last session है, but ये important चीज है, because in this particular thing is what थोड़ा theoretical है, थोड़ा dry topic है, ज़्यादा पसंद वाली topic नहीं है. But this is the important thing on developing your quality online course. So thoda dry hota hai, but I'll try to make it interesting. Oh, so because मुझे भी मालूम है ये पूरा theory type का question है, so thoda बोलना है, but simple चीज है. It's not very difficult to understand. I'm not going to talk any theory. I'm only going to talk practically हम क्या क्या करना चाहिए. ठीक है, that's what we are going to discuss. So before we get in, let us consolidate all our learning into few points, which you have to keep it as a main point in your mind before we go into the session, right? Number one is all of us are clear what is online course now. But there are two words which was introduced in the first session, MOOC and SPOC, right? ये दोनों word क्या है, क्या difference है, when to use it, surely you should be aware of. Can I request all of you to make this point in your notebook, because that is required for your next practical session, right? Number one is you should have understood now what is online course. Whatever we are doing now, is it an online course? Is this an online course? Many people are nodding. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone is wrong. This is not an online course. This is a blended training. Okay? Blended mode of training. हम क्या कर रहे? We are coming live. A synchronous meeting is happening in the online training, and to give you the materials and to collect your assignment, I am using a course portal. Okay? So that this is an online training. But हम कैसा? I'm not only doing it as an online training. मैं थोड़ा blended online training कर रहा हूँ. No physical blend. Blended means sometimes people think online and physical blend होने के बाद ही blended होगा. ऐसा नहीं है. Online से ही variety है. अभी ये synchronous meeting है. हम asynchronous portal से interact कर रहे हैं, right? आपका assignment submit करने के बाद मेरा पास message आ रहा है, आप submit हो गया. मैं ग्रेड करने के बाद आपका मैसेज आ रहे ग्रेड हो गया, वो एसिंक्रोनस है. सो हम कैसा ब्लेंड किया? ऑनलाइन मीटिंग जूम से रख के सिंक्रोनस मीटिंग कर रहे एंड आपका मटेरियल शेयर करने के लिए. एंड ऑल्सो आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू स्टॉप बॉदरिंग अबाउट ऑल अदर्स. कम टू ओनली दिस सेशन. Otherwise, you are thinking about your past assignment, पहला assignment, what will I do? आप main चीज miss होता है. Then you will ask question in the next session about this session. थोड़ा मेरा kind request है, आप please come to this session. ठीक है? Please keep everything aside. Right. So this is not an online course. अब many teachers है ना, Zoom से class ले रहे, Telegram से message भेज रहे, सभी को online course बता रहे. That's a wrong thing. अभी आप ट्रेनिंग होने के बाद आप करेक्टली बताना चाहिए, राइट? ये पूरा ब्रांड अम्ब्रेला है ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन. ठीक है, कोर्स होता है, ट्रेनिंग होता है, ये अंडर ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन है. बट हम अभी कर रहे हैं ना, दिस ट्रेनिंग फॉर एसआरजीस एंड मेंटर्स इज अ ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग. इट्स अ ट्रेनिंग इन अ ब्लेंडेड मोड. ब्लेंड क्या है? मीटिंग्स, training sessions are happening in a Zoom in a synchronized manner, and we are doing sharing the resource and submitting, collecting all your assignments through the course portal, and we are also having a discussion in the course portal in a asynchronous manner. Synchronous and asynchronous blend हो गया. ठीक है? So this is not an online course. ऑनलाइन कोर्स का फीचर्स आपका ऑलरेडी मालूम है, सो आप रिव्यू करना है. आप सभी निष्ठा कोर्स किया था, ठीक है? निष्ठा कोर्स पोर्टल से अपलोडेड है, आप कोर्स किया. इन बिटवीन लाइव सेशन भी हम कर दिया, टीवी से लाइव सेशन कर दिया था. दैट डजंट मीन इट्स एन ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग. आपका कोर्स प्रायोरिटी है, उधर से आपका इंफॉर्मेशन देने के लिए एक लाइव इंटरैक्शन रखा था, सिंक्रोनाइज इंटरैक्शन रखा. So that is called as online course. ये दोनों एग्जाम्पल है, आपका दोबारा रिफ्लेक्ट करना. So आपका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है व्हाट इज ऑनलाइन कोर्स, आपका क्लियर होना चाहिए. So आप क्लियर करने के लिए आप क्या करना? Whenever you are going to interact like this at any program, check yourself and try to classify. आप ही क्लासिफाई करना है, then only your learning will get strengthened. आपके एनी प्रोग्राम अटेंड करने के टाइम और एनी थिंग करने के टाइम सोचो, ये ऑनलाइन कोर्स है और ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग है, ये अदरवाइज एक फेस टू फेस प्रोग्राम है, इधर से सीधा चल रहे हैं और ब्लेंड चल रहे हैं, ब्लेंड है क्या क्या ब्लेंडेड है, ऐसा आपका सोचना चाहिए. Then only you will move to become an expert to answer to the queries which will come from your teachers. ठीक है, आप अभी क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं ना, so मैं आंसर देना है, मैं कैसा दे सकते if I don't think. पास्ट मेरा पास्ट 10 ईयर का सोच के ही ये बिल्डअप हो गया. सो अभी आप भी ऐसा सोचने के लिए शुरू होना चाहिए. सो एवरी डे वी नीड टू थिंक व्हेनेवर वी इंटरैक्ट. ये फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है. सेकंड है MOOC and Spook. What is this? What is the difference when you will use this? This has to be clear in your minds, right? हम क्यों ये important है? Why we are just thinking of इतना theory क्यों learn करना है first? As a teacher also, मेरा I am a class 5 teacher or class 7 teacher. मैं state resource person नहीं बना दिया. मैं क्यों ये सभी learn करना है? Maybe tomorrow you may think I want to run an online course for my own class students. So क्या choose करना, MOOCs run करना और Spook run करना? So I have to make a choice. So for that, at least you should know what is MOOC and what is Spook. Okay? Whenever you have a selected people, whenever you have a limited people, when you don't want to go public for anyone, right? When you don't want to give it for any category, then you have to create it as a Spook. When your course wants to have such assignment, correction, you wanted to keep interaction, like live sessions, you wanted to discuss with them, don't go for MOOC, go for Spook. When you will go for Spook? When your number is more. Where you can go. You have 2,000 people. There is a possibility of peer review. Still grading is possible. 1 lakh people. Can you do it? Can you shift the assignments of 1 lakh people among yourself and do the review? We can't do that. It is little difficult. Okay. So such cases, we should create MOOCs. In MOOCs, we should avoid asking for assignment submissions. If you have a bada team, I have a person of some 50 people, I can still run and 50 people will work as a mentor to correct assignment. Then you can give assignments. Otherwise, it should all be self-paced. There should be like assignment, which should be objective for them to finish, get the score. So, aap aisa sochna chahiye. So that is where it's important to know the difference between MOOC and Spook. This is second point. Third point. हमारा process क्या है? And why I'm repeating all this? आपका final exam Saturday है. सभी module से questions आतेंगे. So you have to revise all the presentations and all these main points. Keep it as your main point. Okay? थोड़ा question leak out कर रहे मैं. So third point है. आपका कंपलसरी मालूम होना चाहिए प्रोसेस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट क्या है. व्हाट इज द 5 steps you need to follow while developing an online course. So हम decide किया था, you don't need to remember all the things, but at least for your application remember adding, because ये हमें दोबारा आपका बता रहे, EContent से भी बोल दिया, दोबारा इधर भी बोल रहे, because it's simple. आदि से A stands for analyze. So first you need to analyze to whom you are creating the course. What is your content? Third is in which context this course is going to run. These are the main things. In which portal it is going to run. Whether it is going to run as a MOOC or Spook. ये questions आप analyze करना चाहिए. Right? सभी analyze करके लिखना पड़ेगा कुछ पेपर से. Otherwise, you will forget, right? कुछ rough draft at least आपका rough return करना चाहिए. First stage. Second stage, design. So second design से major output क्या है आपका कोर्स प्रपोजल। आप पूरा एनालाइज करने का कंटेंट आप इधर से डॉक्यूमेंट कर रहे। दिस डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ योर कोर्स प्रपोजल शुड बी सेव्ड। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी हरियाणा डिसाइड हो गया, कल मीटिंग कर दिया आप 10% का साथ, हम आगे क्या जाते हैं। सो आप डिसाइड किया था हम 10% है, 3 मेंबर बन के एक कोर्स बनने के लिए शुरू करते हैं। इफ यू हैव डिसाइडेड लाइक दैट, आई एम टेकिंग इट एज एन एग्जाम्पल। अभी 3% कोर्स प्रपोजल फर्स्ट लिख रहे, फर्स्ट डे आफ्टर राइटिंग you submit this proposal to your state team. What happens? State team will say, okay, we'll give you all support, go ahead, create it. But this document is not saved. This document is not taken into as an important document. So हम सभी का मालूम होना चाहिए, whenever we develop a course, the very first document which has to be saved is your course proposal. Is this clear? Going ahead, this is what you are doing in your design, right? Now third step in course development in the process, third phase is developing your resources, developing your course. This is your third stage. So either say there are main points we have to think about. The main output is your manuscript, right? The very first thing you are going to do in the development stages, you develop your manuscript. So manuscript develop करने के बाद, final करने के बाद, that is one second main document you need to see. Which is the second main document? Manuscript. First document is course proposal, right? After manuscript is developed, based on the manuscript, you will develop all the digital resource. That is what you learned in multiple sessions, right? आप tutorial develop कर सकते हैं, e-content other than tutorial, text material, activities develop कर सकते हैं, interaction forum, discussion forum, question develop कर सकते हैं, you can develop assignments, assessments. ये पूरा content आप manuscript से डाल दिया ना, ये करना चाहिए, पूरा develop करना है. So yesterday, you first wrote the manuscript of question paper, then you went and created using a tool, right? अभी आप क्या किया? Manuscript ready किया, development में किया, आप third phase किया था कल, right? So that is what you practiced. So first phase analysis, उधर से solid output कुछ नहीं है, solid document कुछ नहीं है. Second phase design, आपका solid कंपल्सरी सेव करना चाहिए कोर्स प्रपोजल. थर्ड है डेवलप करने के टाइम फर्स्ट आउटपुट है मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट, सेकंड ऑल द डिजिटल रिसोर्सेस, ठीक है. देन यू विल गो फॉर creating the third thing is development, is developing the actual course in the portal. So third major output is your course on the course portal. These are the three things to be developed: manuscript, digital resources, and the course on the course portal, right? Then after you do, you will implement and then you will evaluate. Whenever you get some input from the learning, then you will go for revising the course. Abhi pura process आपका mind से आ गया? Whatever you listen from me now, can you try yourself to put just a process in your note paper? Just draw. Whatever I told, just draw it. What should be my flow chart? Just try to draw in your note. I'll give you 3 minutes. Try to draw in your notebook. Whatever you are drawing, you will take a photo and submit for assignment today. So that will be also part of your assignment. This is not the assignment. This is part of your assignment. So we want to know how much you have understood. Don't write in chat box. आपका paper से completely draw करना. In your paper, when you are drawing, what is the 5 steps? In each step, what is main work to do? What is the things which has to be saved as document? This should be reflected. You can draw any way you want. Kishore sir has completed. No need to show to me. It's for you to do a self-check now. Right? This, but you will take a photo and we will be telling you to submit. At that time, you will submit. Yeah. We'll just wait for last 1 minute. Nobody should write in chat box, only in your notebook. No need to write complete. No need to give your report. This is for you to self-check. Right. So let's move ahead. So if you are able to do it, if you move ahead, like let's now go into the stage. You have now developed your course, right? So we need to review in the development stage itself. While you are developing all these things, there is a very important point that we have to evaluate. What we have to evaluate, why we have to evaluate, and then how will you deliver it? These are some of the points we are going to now discuss. I'm sharing my presentation so that we'll use that. So this is the session on evaluation and dissemination of online course, right? What does evaluation mean? So this is like a theoretical word, its meaning. So I'm just going to tell you only the main points here. I'm not going to read out. When you are going to do evaluation, it is a process. Basically, evaluation is a process which will give you scope for what? One is for improvements. It will also allow you to think critically about the reliability, validity, accuracy, point of view, context, and relevance. What does all this word means? Validity means it's like whether it is correctness. Okay. Accuracy is correctness. Validity means whether it meets what, like if you have written an objective, whether the course is prepared in that objective. That's what we check it as validity. Reliability means today you are creating this course for teachers, okay, of who is teaching at secondary level. So whether this will be really for teachers of secondary level, whether this is, if this course is conducted after 1 year, will still it remains with the same objective. So that's all reliability. This is a technical words as a definition for evaluation, but we don't want you to go by this word. We will tell in simple message, in simple word, what you need to check. But this is what evaluation means, and this is what it helps us. Why are we going to do? Just we will ensure that our content which is going out from us is having that quality. So what all we need to evaluate when you are going to create a course? Number 1, manuscript. Number 2, digital resource. Number 3, course. So these are the 3 things you will be doing the evaluation. Under what will you evaluate in a manuscript? 3 things you will do the evaluation in manuscript. You will do content review, whether all my content written in this document is correct. Second, technical review, whether the format in which I have written is correct, whether the activities written is possible to be created as online activity, whether assignment is given is able to be done. These are all comes under technical. In detail, we will discuss. Language editing, we should not make mistakes in language, so that complete content will be language edited. These are the 3 major evaluation which we will do with manuscript. Second, digital resource. You are developing a video, you are developing a text material, you are developing a H5P activity, you are developing as assignment, assessment. You have developed so many digital resources using any tools. Now that has to be reviewed and evaluated. What all will be done? One is the design of it, another is functionality of it. Because content we will not check. Why? Content you have already reviewed here. This content is getting developed here. So the way it is designed has to be checked. And whether it is working fine has to be checked. Right? This too has to be checked. So then using all this resource, you create a course. So now the course has to be evaluated. How will you evaluate this course? You will first check whether the course is properly created. All the main topics are given, whether the resources is in order. Such structure will be evaluated. Second, functionality. Whether every resource created in the course is working fine the way it has to work. Right? And the third thing is I'm sorry for it. So under the course, we are supposed to evaluate 3 things. One is the structure of the course. One is the functionality of the course, whether all the resources used in this course is working. हम सभी functionality check, whether कैसा काम कर रहे, the way we indented. हम कैसा चाहे ऐसा function कर रहे और दूसरा function कर रहे. So वो भी चेक करना पड़ेगा. एंड फाइनली आपका कोर्स फुली डिजाइन करने के बाद आप सर्टिफिकेट ऐड किया, पूरा ऐड किया, वेदर सभी प्रॉपर प्रोसेस चल रहे नहीं चल रहे, वेदर आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग द कोर्स सर्टिफिकेट मिल रहे, आप कोर्स क्रिएट करने के बाद वेदर दे आर गेटिंग दैट आपका रिसोर्स कंज्यूम हो गया नहीं हो गया. सो एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी चेक. ये आउटपुट भी चेक करना चाहिए. सो दिस इज द ओवरऑल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन. मैं रिपीट कर रहे, हम 3 चीज इवैल्यूएट करना: मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट, डिजिटल रिसोर्सेस एंड कोर्स. मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट क्या क्या रिव्यू करते हैं? कंटेंट, टेक्निकल, लैंग्वेज. हम रिसोर्स चेक करने के टाइम हम डिजाइन एंड फंक्शनैलिटी चेक करना पड़ेगा. कोर्स इवैल्यूएट करने के टाइम हम स्ट्रक्चर, फंक्शनैलिटी एंड कंप्लीट आउटपुट इवैल्यूएट करना. सो लेट अस सी व्हाई वी आर गोइंग टू इवैल्यूएट. Number 1, whether it is appropriate as per the context of the content. So all this process will ensure you to tell my course is quality course with respect to content, with respect to language, with respect to technical aspect and the feasibility of implementation. हम ये 4 पॉइंट के लिए हम इंश्योर कर सकते मेरा कोर्स अ क्वालिटी कोर्स है इन 4 लेवल्स. क्या क्या है? एक, फर्स्ट कंटेंट, सेकंड इज द लैंग्वेज, थर्ड इज द टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट एंड फोर्थ इज इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पॉसिबिलिटी. हम अभी इवैल्यूएशन प्रोसेस क्या है, क्या क्या स्टेप बाय स्टेप क्या करना. नंबर 1, you have now finished writing your manuscript. Okay, you have written the complete manuscript and you are now ready to submit it to the state or to CIT saying that I'm ready with the manuscript. So you have submitted the manuscript to us. What is the first level review? It will happen. The technical, the person who is not the person who is submitting will not do this. There should be a evaluation team at the state level, district level, wherever you are planning to at least to take. CIT has a team. Similarly, every state and every organization should have a team who will review. In the team, there should be technical people, there should be academic people, there should be subject people and expert. For example, if it's going to be a physics course, there should be a person from physics. There should be a person who knows the pedagogy of developing an online course. So these 3 people should be there for doing this review, right? But kya karna chahiye? First, there should be a technical review. What does this level 1 technical review means? So let me just take an example. This is somebody has submitted a manuscript. Okay. Can you see now the way the manuscript has come? Right. So this is now the final output. This is the final output. Okay. You can see so much is coming in this one. So I'm going to use the folder of ours. Okay. The way we used the Nishta content to be developed. I'm going to show that step by step so that you will try to see how it works. We first need to have a proper folder structure, right? So I'm just going to take the courses alone. So you can see that we need to have a complete folder structure. I'm going to take, for example, Nishta ECC course and English version. So abhi aap dekh sakte the folder structure, right? So whenever you are starting a process of developing an online course, you should have this structure. You can see the date we have created. Till now, it's continuing. So you need to first have a folder called development work, right? Why? Because whenever the people who is going to develop is working, for example, I'm going to run this course. I am a person from CIT who is really coordinating this complete work. Okay. For example, I'll take like Sailaja ma'am is submitting the course to me. She is the one who's going to write the course. So what she will do when she writes the first draft, she will put here her course. You can see all the course, very first draft is put here. What they do is it may be incomplete still. You need some queries to be asked. So we keep one rough folder called V0 development course. So this is for sharing in between us before you finalize your manuscript. First level itself. कुछ भी गलत होता है. Right now everyone is writing a question paper yesterday. आप टाइप करने के टाइम ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं ना, so आप स्क्रीनशॉट लेके मेरा पास भेज रहे. ये ठीक है मैडम, मैं करेक्ट कर रहे हैं, नहीं कर रहे हैं. So वो दिक्कत होगा मैं कमेंट देने के. So what we suggest is whenever you create first step, you should put it on the drive and share it. So what we usually do is we as a person who's checking, हम इधर से comment देते हैं, corrections देते हैं. ये गलत है हम use करके comment mode और suggestion mode से हम बता देंगे नहीं ये ऐसा होना चाहिए. मैं suggestion mode लेके correction बता सकते और comment लेके comment भी बोल सकते, ठीक है? So we can use this particular drive for using like this. That is what is this particular stage. So we need a proper thing. So whenever we are now in this particular stage where we say that the manuscript is now submitted, whatever is being submitted to us, right? Then it has to go for technical review. So I'm just showing in the folder. So you can see the received folder. So this is what was received from them. From the course writer, I have got this content. I keep the first draft. Why we have to keep this? We write it as V1. This folder is also V1. This is also V1. So this is the structure CIT has made, and we have practiced 3 years and it has become successful. So the states can use the same format also, but otherwise you can plan your way. How will be V1, V2 and all that. Version is very, very important for you to track later. Why we are saving even whatever they send us, sometimes in the whole process of reviewing, sometimes what happens is the content keeps changing, but at the end we will come to the first content itself. So we need to keep a track of every document till we come to the final stage. So we are just going received, you need to save it. Now you are going to start the technical part. The way I was showing this first step, technical review. That's what we are going to do. So what we are expected to do, that's what is the customization stage, right? This is V2, customization stage. In this, you will make a copy of the received document. Inside this, we always have V1, V2. So this is like, this is something we were writing, and recently we learned that too many times V1, V2 will be confusing. So we have decided now to rename it as, this is V2.1. We wanted to rename it like this, right? V2.2, V2.3, V2.4. So what happens here is, you take the received content and then you start reviewing it technically. You start reviewing word by word technically to check whether they really have done something. What you will check in this? You will check things which are so we will be checking all this first time. When somebody submits your document as manuscript, 2 things. One is technical, because before you start doing, we need to do the page setup. It should be in A4 size. We will give you a technical document. We will not tell here all these things. Basically, we will check whether the page is correct. So if it is wrong, we do the setup. We'll also see the font. So then if the font size is right, we have to do the setup. Whether the top sheet has been done or not. Sometimes people don't do the top sheet. So we need to check whether it is there. Whether all headings and subheadings are available. Whether the images are added properly and tables are correct. So these things are to be done by a technical person who's in the that team. Technical doesn't mean they should be computer science person or somebody. In our office, we have only people who are pass out master degree holders who do this work. They are trained to do this. And content wise, what all we check. Whether the content is properly like chunked into modules, whether title is given, whether course information, whether it is there or not, description is there or not, keyword is there, whether it is in right. We have a number of words to be checked, number of characters to be checked, all that are checked. Whether all these components which is to be there in the course manuscript is there or not will be checked. If it is there, then again it will be checked for finding out whether they have given 3,500 words. All that will also be checked. That's what we mean by technical review. Okay. So the first stage is Submission of manuscript. Then you are doing the technical review only to check whether the course structure is correct or not. After this, you send when everything is done. If something is missing, it will be discussed with the course writer and get everything written properly in the final format, right? The structure should be clear. After doing this, we have made a checklist for every stage. So we will be sharing the complete document. So we use a checklist and check whether everything is right. If everything is right, then we move to the next step. We send it to a content reviewer. Content reviewer means the person, if it is a chemistry course, it has to go to a person who knows chemistry and who knows chemistry pedagogy, a science chemistry teacher or a chemistry expert. If it is a pedagogy course for teacher on toy-based pedagogy, you need to send to a content reviewer who knows toy-based pedagogy. So this is what you need to send. They will check the content, whether the content flow is correct, whether the content written is appropriate to the level, whether the content written is authentic. Everything they will be checking. The next stage is it will go for language editing. So language editing, say, language editor will check. It will be basically a language expert or who knows the complete editing skills. So these are all usually, this is usually outsourced. Sometimes in state or everything, they'll have language editors. This is not teacher. Usually you are not supposed to send to a teacher. This is to be many times what we do, English teacher, no, so you send it, this document is English, let's send for language edit. Oh, no. We need to send to a person who does editing because comma, full stop, space, colon, everything they will check because everything makes a meaning. Hindi editing के लिए हिंदी editor का भेजना है, language English editing English person से भेजना है, ऐसा नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. Appropriate o language editor का भेजना चाहिए. The next is process is your technical review 2, right? Technical review 2. What does it mean? This is to finalize after all this. Sometimes what happens here itself, you have structure, you have finalized. But when the content reviewer reviews, he may say that this video is not correct. Video has to be replaced. This activity is not correct. This activity has to be replaced. Then the course writer will rework. So there is a need for again doing the checking of some, whatever we did it, we have to recheck. That is level 2 technical review, where the output, wherever I am putting the green box, that means there is an output to be saved. Okay. Here the version 1 of your document will be saved. Then again you are finishing everything. The version 2 of your document will be saved. This is final outputs. Version 1 final output, version 2 final output. So after you finish the technical review, then you will start developing the digital resources. How we will develop? So you can see here, we have finished the editing, expert review, and ultimately we have put the final document. So now this document is the final document which will be shared for developers, right? So let me just show you one resource, how the text is written here for development. So there are now 6 activities. Okay. So let us go to this activity. This is like just go as a text. Why we are writing in your manuscript? You can see we are writing this. You will not write. You should write this in the transcript. You are saying this is an activity, which is an offline activity. So this should be created as a text document. So we need to put this. That will give the developer the hint. I have to create it as a PDF. Okay. So second activity, let me just go to check. You can see here now, it's written as text block. This is the instruction that the developer writes here. Okay. And then the person actually develops this as a block. Now, another activity for H5. For example, now you can see here, this is a H5P content. They wanted to create it as image hotspot. So when you wanted to create image hotspot, you should give a rough diagram, how it has to be created. Okay, so a rough diagram has to be created, which the developer will create like this and repaste it. And you need to tell there are 5 points. So for which points the content has to be given as image hotspot, right? See the output. I'm showing you the output. This is what I wanted as an output, right? I want this image to be at the background. In every image, I want a plus symbol. When I click on this plus, this content should appear. This is how the content has to be created. So how the manuscript is written, you write that it is a H5P image hotspot. If it is drag and drop, we need to write image H5P drag and drop. So this is very important to write. Then this link will not be there. They will only give this image. If you are not able to create the image, you can simply draw in paper, take a photo and paste it. So the developer has to develop. Then you have to give the content like this. So you are giving a hint. Physical motor is the heading. For that, you add all this. Cognitive is the heading, add all this. So this is how the content has to be written, right? Otherwise, it is not possible to go. So now let me show another activity, how the instruction is written. So this is share your ideas. So this is again a blog activity. So in your thing, you are writing. So what they will do is whenever they develop the resource, after they finish developing the resource, they will place that link of the resource in the document. So you can see here in this particular document, I'll close the things which are not required for us. You can see in this document, every link is placed. This is the course instruction. So this is created as a PDF and uploaded in Diksha. So they place the link. First, they will place what they have created. Okay. So I'll show you the folder, how once it's created, they put it into the folder. So customization thing is over, all the content which is designed. So you can see here, now for example, let me take course 3. In this, all the resources are put like this with a file name. So whenever this is a PDF, this is a PDF, this is a PDF. These are all PDFs which are designed, reading material, activity, everything designed once are uploaded in this, right? Those who are designing will upload. Whatever is done as a design in an online course, like you have created a H5P, that will not be there. Everything will come as a resource for upload. So you can see here, these are all PDF documents. There is a video. Video is uploaded here, right? All the videos are uploaded here. There is a H5P activity. So the complete H5P is downloaded and uploaded here. Okay. So I'm just explaining all this. This is very, very minor details, which I have explained now. So you don't need to be noting down everything in your mind. We will be giving a complete document. Everything is written explicitly one by one for you to keep it as a reference. And this will be done by multiple people. So you are not the only one doing. Only thing I'm showing this is for your understanding, right? So I'm just going to repeat the slide so that because all the technical things I have mentioned. So let us go just through the process now. So what all we will be doing. Number 1, submission of the manuscript. Second, technical review you will do. Then you will move ahead for content review of the manuscript. Go ahead for language editing of the manuscript. Then the technical review 2, where we finalize the manuscript happens. After finalization of the manuscript as draft 1, this will be the first document to be used for developing all the digital resources, right? Once the resources developed, again, all the digital resources will be reviewed After reviewing, it will be uploaded in the Diksha platform or in any course platform. All these steps are same for any course platform, right? Then you will upload all the digital resources. Only difference is there are, like, for example, in Moodle, when I create a course first and then upload. The order is different. The Diksha, I create the resources first, I upload, then I create a course. So depending on your course portal, the order in which you do changes. But this is a universal thing. You need to review the digital resources and upload all your digital resources in the portal. Next step is you will do the testing first of each digital resource, whether it is working. Since most of you are going to work as state resource person and master resource person who is going to upload your content. So I'm just explaining all the process very specific to Diksha. ठीक है, हमने दीक्षा का ऊपर ही पूरा प्रोसेस बता रहे, बट हम Moodle से करने के बाद आपका Moodle अलग ट्रेनिंग होता है, उधर से अलग मालूम होगा. But this is what a state should follow. आप कंप्लीट रिसोर्स अपलोड करने के बाद इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्स टेस्ट करना है, वेदर इट इज वर्किंग प्रॉपरली इन द पोर्टल. कुछ एग्जांपल्स बता दें. अभी H5P है, H5P में डिजाइन किया, देन अपलोड करने के बाद मैं डाल दिया ना, अभी मैं एक H5P शो किया इमेज हॉटस्पॉट. अपलोड करने के बाद वो प्लस सिंबल ठीक प्लेस से नहीं आ रहे और कुछ टेक्स्ट कट हो रहे. So ऐसा चीज अब टेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. That is what will be done in the testing of digital resource. The next step is finalizing all the resources. So the first output is your first document, which you are going to finalize and give it to your content writer to complete all this process. So once you do all this, the very first output, which has to be saved by the state, is this one, right? This, once this is finalized, this can be kept as a backup. So this is your first final output, right? The draft one of the manuscript. Second output is all the digital resources which are finalized. The way I showed in the folder, course-wise, you need to save it. Next step is you will start stitching the course. Why I'm using the word stitching? In Diksha, you will take one by one resource, arrange it in order, and you are putting a thread between inside it. After this, this will come. After this, this will come. So that is why we use a technical word called stitching the course. Using all this resource, you are stitching the course in the course portal. Okay. So after this, the next step goes on. Now you need to review the stitched course. In the portal, one person has to review whether everything is stitched. How will you stitch it? You will keep the top sheet in the manuscript and see this course, whether it is looking same, right? And then you will move on to publish a dummy course. Never ever directly start running the course. First, create a dummy course and then do the testing of the dummy course, whether everything works. Including certificate, you need to create the dummy course, opening time, closing time, certificate issue time, criteria for certificate, everything you have to fix it and then release a dummy course. Then do the testing. After doing the testing, you will finalize the course. This is a main output, right? A final course in the course platform. This is the repository. Now, after doing this, whatever you do it, you try dummy course. If errors are coming, you need to correct it in the original course. Okay, you have to make all the corrections and then 2-3 iterations, then you will finalize. हम review करने के बाद एक dummy course prepare करके सभी ठीक होने की तक 2-3 टाइम dummy course create करके check करना पड़ेगा. Check करने के बाद आपका original course final करना चाहिए. This is a course which is your repository, right? ये करने के बाद हम आगे जाना चाहिए. All this resources has to be integrated into the manuscript. मैं अभी आपका आईसीटी कोर्स का सैंपल शेयर किया ना, उधर से आप देख सकते सभी दीक्षा का लिंक एक एक कोर्स एक एक रिसोर्स का नीचे है। हम कंप्लीट फाइनल करने के बाद वो रिसोर्स का लिंक मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट के रखना पड़ेगा। इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। अब कोर्स का भी पूरा कोर्स का लिंक भी आपका डॉक्यूमेंट से ही इंटीग्रेट करके रखना चाहिए, बिकॉज वी नीड टू क्रिएट द कंप्लीट बुकलेट। देन the technical review 3 of the manuscript is checked whether the link pasted is correct. And for every link, we need to create a QR code, because आप Diksha portal से directly link नहीं काम करतेंगे. So if you are going to print this as a physical book, then they cannot click the link. So QR code आप साथ साथ add करना चाहिए सभी link के. So technical review level 3 से वो check करते हैं. Then design a booklet, right? Every course you are going to create should have a book, and that book also has to be reviewed and then finalized, right? Before I go into this, I'm going to show you one sample booklet. So you can see here, this is our final document in the step which I showed here. This is the folder which this is the folder for every course we need to have: booklet, document, and resources. This is the backup which a state should have when the course is running also. Whenever it is, you need to have this 3 with you, right? So I'll just show you the steps which this has come out. In this, we said you will finalize, you integrate and finalize a manuscript. After your technical review, you are finalizing a manuscript, right? This is one of your output here. This is your final output manuscript, which is kept here, right? The second thing which we saw in the process is all the digital resources. So in this folder, all the digital resources are kept here. So third one which we are seeing in this is finally course booklet. Course booklet क्या है? So अभी देख सकते हैं आप, हम इतना डिजाइन किया था, बट ऐसा कंपलसरी नहीं आप ऐसा डिजाइन करना है। आप सिंपल डॉक फाइल से सीधा भी पीडीएफ लेके डाल सकते हैं, बट हम ऐसा अच्छा से क्रिएट किया ये बुकलेट तरह। आफ्टर डूइंग द कोर्स यू कैन जस्ट डाउनलोड दिस एंड कीप इट फॉर योर रेफरेंस। सो ये भी कोर्स का अंदर हम अपलोड किया था, आप इधर से देख सकते कोर्स, ठीक है। ये कोर्स का क्यों लिंक है, बिकॉज ये प्रिंटिंग के लिए हम दिया था। सो व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन दिस you can go to the course and all the table of content is there. Now every resource is given here. Now the first one in this module 1 of this course, the first one is a video. So how we have presented it in the booklet, we are saying watch this video, just read this, watch this video by scanning or linking. Because we are giving it as a PDF, we are making it as a clickable link. अभी कुछ कौन भी प्रिंट आउट ले देंगे, then they can QR code scan करके वीडियो डायरेक्टली दीक्षा से वॉच कर सकते हैं। हम ट्रांसक्रिप्ट भी दे रहे। एक्टिविटी ये डू इट योरसेल्फ है, सो डू इट योरसेल्फ, डोंट, देयर इज नो सेपरेट लिंक टू डू इट। सो हम कंटेंट सीधा दिया था, बट किधर भी एक्टिविटीज ये एक्चुअली आप चेक कर सकते हैं, ये वॉच द वीडियो के लिए है। ऐसा किधर किधर एक्टिविटी होता है, ये रिफ्लेक्ट एक्टिविटी है। सो हम पूरा इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया, लिंक का QR कोड दिया, ऐसा हम आउटपुट सोच के बुकलेट बनना चाहिए, ठीक है। सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू एज अ प्रोसेस इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिव्यू। टिल हियर, any questions you have, you put it in the chat box, right? Let's take a break of 15 minutes. This session will be a little extended in the next session because this is going to be the last session and we need to solve it. So what I request everyone now, it's 11:35. Take 15, let's today take 10 minutes break. It's a request from my side. Let's take 10 minutes break and come back for the session. And If you have questions till now, please put it in the chat box. Okay, so that as soon as you come back, we can address all of them. Okay, let's go.